In this video, I will be covering all Helium Hotspot vendors and giving you a status update as to what's happening. Today is Wednesday, the 9th of June 2021, and it's time for a midweek update in relation to Helium Hotspot miners and their shipping statuses. Hey everyone, it's Dislcaimer here. Thank you very much for tuning back in and welcome back to the channel. Before I actually get into the video, there is a usual disclaimer. Beware of the scammers in the comment section. Now without further ado, we'll jump in with some really positive news. For all my people in North America, Syncrobit have finally got their FCC certification. Syncrobit have posted an update earlier today saying there is some breaking news. They have got the certificate of conformity for their North American units. Now the lab is working on the testing report. Hopefully this will be done in the next couple of days, and I hope and fingers crossed that Syncrobit will start shipping their first batch to North America in the next few days. This means if you bought from SB North America, hopefully they will give you a detailed update in relation to what's going on about their shipping. But things are looking up, and this is finally some positive news. Besides that, there hasn't been any significant developments in terms of shipping in Europe, because Syncrobit have been shipping their batches to Europe and units are slowly starting to arrive now. We'll look at Nebra, and Nebra have not updated anything in particular on their blog since the 3rd of June. The latest update there is from Nebra is a little bit more clarity on what is actually being produced now. So Nebra posted a quick update. They have said that once again all 2,500 units in the indoor batch 1 is still in various stages of being delivered to people. Batch 2 and batch 3 are in the beginning of production. They have already started producing batch 3, the initial few units, and they're still waiting for a few more components before they can actually mass produce batch 3. Batch 4 is still pending the arrival of further components, so there is no development on batch 4. They are still awaiting the FCC certification for their outdoor units. That hasn't been completed just yet. So that is what's happening at Nebra. Bobcat, as usual, are shipping. Batch 7 will hopefully be announced by this Friday. When that is done, I will bring that straight to you. The tracking numbers for batch number 6 should be going out by hopefully this weekend or early Monday, which is in line with what they actually announce. As it says on their website as well, tracking info will be sent 5 days after the miner has been shipped. When they say it has been shipped, they mean that it has been shipped from their factory to the actual logistics company, like UPS or DHL. And the batch info is not available until the miner is ready to ship. So they don't announce batches until they are ready to ship those out. Now let's move on to Kerlink. Kerlink is being managed and produced by Calchip, and Calchip are in bad books at the moment, as we all know. Now Calchip are still struggling to maintain their supply lines. There hasn't been any specific updates on what is happening with the Kerlink units. In their pins, they are only telling us to be aware of a fake website. Let me just quickly show you. They are not mentioning any specific websites, but they're just reiterating that you should be paying attention to the URL that you're purchasing these units from. So it should either be calchipconnect.com or kerlink.com. Anything else is likely to be a fake. Again, with the supply chain issues that Calchip is facing at the moment, I don't think there is much hope. And Calchip are actually supposed to announce a shipping update today, because they do that every Wednesday. But to be perfectly honest, I'm not holding my breath, because I don't think that there will be anything productive. If I prove to be wrong, and if there is something positive and something meaningful, of course I will bring that to you. So once again, make sure you hit that bell icon, turn the notifications on, so that you get alerted when I post an update. Now we'll move on to Longap, and Longap are saying that some sort of issues have come to light whilst they were testing in the final stages. So they need to fix those, and that has pushed the opening of the sale of these units slightly further back. Now on their Discord channel, they did mention that they are shipping a few units out to friends and families. Again, the rule of 5 units per person applies even to friends and family, and that they will be seeking feedback from these friends and family and also be fixing the bug that has been found during the onboarding process. I don't know what the nature of these bugs is or what the nature of these issues is, but they will be required to open these units to fix them. That will obviously add a little bit of delay, which will have a knock-on effect on the shipping. So they are saying that they will start shipping in smaller batches. I've had a few requests to cover the Darigno light hotspot. The Darigno is a gateway which can be Helium enabled. There was some talk of these units being PoC enabled fairly soon, but there is no solid news in relation to that. It would appear that there is some sort of confusion in relation to on whether or not it will be taking part in the PoC challenges. There is nothing concrete or solid to suggest that that will happen. I think the confusion is that all hotspots will become light hotspots once the validators go online. Since the Darigno units have been described as light hotspots, people are confused as to whether or not this will apply to them and whether or not they will be PoC enabled. However, what I have found is that on the website and on the forum, it specifically says that the Darigno gateway will only be a data transferring gateway. Where the news comes from or where the talk is coming from in terms of it being PoC enabled, I can't get to the bottom of it at this moment in time. But if there is anything solid, I will definitely bring that to you and let you know. So I'm not entirely sure on this, and I don't want to give you some false information, but that's what I think. But again, as I said, there is no official clarity as to what's happening. There is nothing in the pins from the team, from anybody else with any authority to make that decision. So it's a bit of a guessing game at the moment, and we shall have to wait and see where it goes. That's it in terms of the updates. Thank you very much for tuning back in. Once again, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and you also hit that bell icon to remain updated with the latest and new updates. That's it for this video. Thank you very much. Look after yourselves, and I will speak to you soon.